Hi everyone, I hope you're all well today. Welcome to my channel, to Tree Maiden Art. I'm Sherry, as most of you will already know. I thought today we'd do this fun little whimsical image. These funky little characters here and a little village in the background. And we'll do these today. You could do this with watercolor or acrylic for that matter. You could do it in colored pencils. Yeah, just about anything you can think of. I'm doing it today in alcohol ink markers because it creates such lovely vivid colors. And that's what I did on this one. And also, I don't know if you can pick that up in the light or not. I'm going to have to stand to see if, yeah, a little bit. I like to finish some of my whimsical pieces with either gloss medium or Mod Podge, just because I feel like it gives it a little more depth, dimension, and yeah, I just like it. So, your choice. So I'm just starting off with a piece of cardstock and going to draw in. Now I like to draw in with pencil and then come over with my micron pen, just because I don't trust doing the pen work, you know, first. I like to be able to erase if I need to erase. So what I'll do is I will draw the characters first, my two little characters here, and then draw behind them the houses. So it's a matter of trying to figure out where you're going to put things. Now these characters are going to take up about a little more than half of the page. So yeah, so I'm going to just get started. Two really big eyeballs, one attached to the other, little head up here, some kind of snout, and then a body. Now it's easy as that. A couple legs, and some eyeballs. So, couldn't be much more simple than that. Maybe some lace around the neck. And then my other character, I'm going to have this one facing. This one's almost, you know, facing outward, facing a little bit this way. So I want this one facing a little bit to the left. So let's make him a little bit shorter. So eyeball, snout, body, and legs. And the eyes are going to be looking this way. And then top of the head. And that's about it. Now you can always put arms on these if you choose. I choose not to. Okay, so now we're going to come in with the buildings. And these are just going to be wonky little whimsical buildings. This one's like an acorn. Make them different sizes. Okay, we're going to put a tree in here, so let's put our tree here, let's say. So there we have that. Do we need another tree? Maybe. Yeah, let's just leave it. Let's some chimney. And they're going to be wonky too. Some really tall chimneys. What else do we need? Some windows and doors. And again, different sizes. Okay, so we have pretty well the basis of our little art piece here. Let's put some funky tops on our roofs. There we go. Okay, so that's about it for, oh, we need some flowers. Now, clearly we're not going for realism. This is just a fun, whimsical piece. So what we can do, let's just erase here and put a flower here. Yeah, some birds. Okay, now we can come in with our pen and draw in our fill in our little drawing. Okay, so I'm going to fill this in with my pen. I just wanted to give you an idea of how we could draw this. Now, you don't have to follow your lines totally. Obviously, you can make any changes you like when you come in with your pen work. And that's the advantage of, you know, doing your pencil work first. And then if you're happy with it, you just follow those lines. If you're not happy with it and want to make some changes, well, that's the time to do it. So I'm going to finish filling this out, and then we'll come back and do our alcohol ink marker work. Okay, so my pen work's done. I'm going to come in and do a little bit of designing on this, and I think I will start with some checkerboard. And as you can see, just draw some straight lines down. Some across, and then we're going to fill every second one with black. So let's start here. So that's black, so this one's white. This is black here. This one's black, so that one's white. And just keep going until your checkerboard roof is done. Now, some of the designing you can do once you come in with your markers. And I'll show you that as we get there. Now, I've done this to fit on the front of a card. And I may use a card that I created from glittery cardstock that I got at the dollar store. So there's our, let's go a little higher here. There's our checkerboard. And we can do, let's do this one with circles. And I think we're going to fill in black with white circles. And you could do whatever you like. You could have red with white circles. You could have white with purple circles. You know, just use your own imagination. Or you could just follow me. Let me get a larger marker so I can get this done a little faster. Now that was a micron pen, a 01 micron pen. Has archival ink, so it lasts for, you know, very long time. Hundreds of years. In case you want your little whimsical pieces to last hundreds of years. And this is just a Sharpie. Okay, that's our little circles. Now I think we could put in a little more design somewhere if we choose. Let's put some of that there. What else can we do? And we could draw little lines in our shutters, sorry. We could put, let's put a window up here. And of course, we're not going for realism here. This is a little whimsical piece, so just a fun piece. Let's make a little, there we go. That gives it a little depth. We could, let's make, now I have to distinguish between my little creature's legs and what's going on in the background. Sometimes that's a little tough. Let's put some doorknobs on. And let's maybe make this one with 3 different designs. And we can come in and just give it a sort of distressed wood look. let's do that again. Not there, it's too busy. Well, let's do it on this. Okay. Now we can come in with our alcohol ink markers and start filling it in. Now let's start with our outfit for this little guy, and I think I'm going to start with this is a Spanish orange. Let's just start with that. Now the joy of alcohol ink markers is the ability to be able to blend and put several colors together in one area, which is what I'm going to do with this. When you're using alcohol ink markers, it's best if you do small circles so you don't have that, you know, sort of stripy look. Okay, now we can come in with a darker shade of the same tone, or we could come in with a totally different color. Let's go in with, let's use this dark green. Actually, this one may be too dark. Let's go in with it a little bit of a different shade here. And a little trick of alcohol ink markers is come in with one lighter color, go over it with the darker color, like I'm doing here, and then blend it together with your original color. So come in with my Spanish orange and blend that together. Now I have quite an outline there, so I think what I'll do is I'll come in with something a little darker than the Spanish orange and do a little more blending. See, this is in between those two colors, so there we have it. Again with my Spanish orange, just to blend my three colors together. Okay, now we want his nose, or her nose, its nose, to stand out a bit, so we're going to use a brighter color, I think. Let's, not too bright. Don't want it to look too unreal, as if we have creatures like this in our lives. Let's go in with this blue. Okay. Now I'm going to do the eyes, and I'm going to pick a soft, almost a flesh color. Now these are Prismacolor markers, and they're one of the top line markers, Copic, Prismacolors. There's several of them that, you know, sit at the top. And then there's other ones like Ohuhu, and these Touchnew are sort of lower on the scale of high-end markers, but they work quite fine. This is salmon pink. Let's use that. So yeah, they work quite fine. They don't last as long. The barrels are smaller, and they're not as lush, of course, as the Prismacolor or the Copics would be. But they work, and they're much less expensive. So if you're going to just get into, if you're just getting into alcohol ink markers, I would suggest these Touchnew or OHU. No, wait now. OHU. I've heard good things about those. So, and you can get them on Amazon. Okay, so there's our eyeballs. Now I'm going to follow up that with a little bit of gray. I want to find something that's not too dark. So I want a light gray. I have about 10 grays in here. Let's go with this. Let's try this green gray. There we go. Okay. Now, let's pick something for this collar. And the top of the head. Now you can use any colors you choose. I mean, there's no real rules in whimsical art. I'm going to come in and do, I just feel like doing my tree now, so I'm going to come in and do my tree. Okay, now I could outline that with a little bit of a darker green. So let me see what I have here. I have a mint green. Let's see if this is darker. Yeah, a little bit darker. So that works. And then, let me see. Now I put my marker back away. I have a habit of doing that. And then I don't know which marker I used. So, and this is it. So I'm just blending here. Now what you can do, if you want to, again, accent the outside, just go over it once or twice after you've blended to recreate that outline, like that. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my alcohol ink work, and I'm going to speed this up, and then we'll come back when I'm done with this and say goodbye and take a look at what we created. So here I go. I have to remember not to talk. Sometimes that's hard for me. So off I go. Okay, so I needed to turn the camera off and then back on again to change the speed. So bear with me. I've got some of this done at normal speed. So I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place. Okay, so everything is filled in. And as you can see, I decided to add 2 more trees just to bring it out a little bit. And also, if you find this a little distracting, a little too crowded, you could put your little figures, your little creatures, in a more blank space. You know, move your houses over a little bit. That doesn't disturb me because I look deeply into the picture. If you're glancing at the picture, you may find that a bit distracting, so it's up to you. Decide to put some long lashes on my creatures just for the fun of it. Change things up a little bit and added some green at the bottom. So, and you saw I came in with a white gel pen. This is by Signo. Oh, it's by Uniball. It's a Signo white gel pen. And just added some dots for my flowers. And now I'm going to put some Mod Podge on. Now, once you put your Mod Podge on, anything that you've used your gel pen on, your dots here and your flowers are going to have to be redone because it just dulls it. So, yeah, I'm going to put a couple of coats of Mod Podge on this, and that will give it, it'll sort of bring our painting out, and it will give it a more depth and dimension. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see the difference. Let me move these markers. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the difference when I show you the before and after. But yeah, so this is the before. And then I'll put a couple coats of Mod Podge on, drying in between. I cheat and use a blow dryer, so I put a layer of Mod Podge on, a thin layer, then I dry it, and then I do another coat. It takes about, 5 minutes. Okay, so I've added a couple of coats of Mod Podge, thin coats, and I don't know if you can pick up the difference between what it looked like before the Mod Podge and now, but if you had this in front of you, you would definitely see the difference. It really does add dimension and depth. So yeah, you can put a little mat on this and frame it, should you choose to do that, or you can put this on a card face. Now I'm using some glitter cardstock here, which works well for these little whimsical pieces. So it would look like this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. These are so much fun to do. I just love doing my little whimsical pieces, and they seem to resonate with my subscribers. So yeah, let me know if this is something that you really like doing and would like to see more of, or yeah, just let me know anything you would like to see more of. I'm always willing to try to accommodate, and if this is it, then I will try to work in more of these, and if it's something else, well, the same goes for that too. So would love a thumbs up. I already appreciate a thumbs up. It means that you've really enjoyed what I've done. So if I get 250 views and only get 2 thumbs up, it breaks my heart. So I'll leave that with you, and I hope you folks have a fabulous day, and I'll see you on the next one.